President Joe Biden departs tonight for a trip to Egypt, where he will attend a United Nations climate summit. But first today, he and Vice President Kamala Harris stopped by the Howard Theater in the nation's capital, the same theater where the president held a pro-abortion event last month. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports.
Tracy, President Joe Biden got some positive news on the inflation front today. It might, emphasize might, be easing. That's because consumer inflation hit 7.7% in October compared to a year ago. In September, it was 8.2%. The president tweeted today that the inflation report shows his plan is working.
President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris joined supporters at the Howard Theater.
Tuesday was a good day for America, a good day for democracy. And it was a strong night for Democrats.
But it is clear your work sent a message to the entire world. Our democracy is intact.
Earlier in the press briefing room, the White House press secretary discussed the latest inflation numbers.
Inflation has been a number one top priority when it comes to the economy, those lowering costs for the American people.
With inflation slowing last month by even more than expected, Wall Street roared back. But whether the worst of high inflation is in the rearview mirror, analysts cautioned it was still premature to declare victory. And the Heritage Foundation tweeted this: fact, the mortgage payment on a median-priced home has increased 91% since Biden became president. That's $10,900 more a year for the same home and $328,000 more over a 30-year mortgage. Meanwhile, as President Biden heads overseas, it was announced today he'll meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of next week's G20 Summit in Indonesia. It'll be the first in-person meeting between the leaders of the world's two biggest economies since President Biden took office 2 years ago.
The White House also says the two leaders will focus on improving communication and managing competition. Taiwan, the war in Ukraine, human rights abuses against the Uyghur people, and Beijing's crackdowns on democracy activists in Hong Kong have led to increased tension between both countries. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.